Hello, welcome to the Royal Road School of Carmelite Prayer. I am happy to announce that we have reached the end of our journey through the way of perfection. We are in part 5, where Teresa comments on the Our Father, and today we are focusing on chapter 42, the final chapter in her book, The Way of Perfection. And chapter 42 discusses these last words of the Our Father: "But deliver us from evil. Amen." It seems that Jesus was right to include himself in this petition. We see how tired he was of this life, and when he said to his apostles at the Last Supper, "I have greatly desired to eat this supper with you," we see now how weary he must have been of living. Nowadays, people want to live longer. We do not suffer as much evil or as many trials as His Majesty suffered, nor such poverty. What was his life if not a continual death, where he always saw in advance the cruel death that awaited him? Yet this was the least of his sufferings. How many offenses committed against his Father? How many souls were lost? What must have been the Lord's torment with his boundless charity? What a good reason he had to ask his Father to free him from so many evils and trials and bring him at last to rest forever in the Father's kingdom. Amen. By the Amen indicating all things come to an end, the Lord asks that we be free from all evil forever. It is useless, sisters, to think that on earth we can be free of temptations, imperfections, and sins. Anyone who thinks that he is free from sin deceives himself. If we turn to bodily ailments and hardships, who is without them? Nor is it good that we ask to be without them. It seems impossible to say from all evil. Sinners like myself are closed in by weakness, lukewarmness, and a lack of mortification and other things. It is beneficial for me to ask the Lord for a remedy. I do not find this remedy while living. So I ask the Lord to deliver me from all evil forever. Deliver me, Lord, from the shadow of death, from so many trials, so many sufferings, so many changes and compliments, from so many things that tire and weary me, and that would tire anyone reading this if I mention them all. Thus I beseech the Lord to deliver me from all evil forever, since I do not make up for what I owe, and what is unbearable, Lord, is not to know for certain that I love you, and that my desires are acceptable before you. O my Lord and my God, deliver me now from all evil, and be pleased to bring me to the place where all blessings are. What do they still hope for here, those to whom you have given knowledge of what the world is, and who have a living faith of what the Eternal Father has kept for them? To ask for these blessings with great desire and complete determination is a clear sign for contemplatives that the favors they received in prayer are from God. Those who have this sign should esteem their prayer highly. It is no surprise that those who have a share in the consolations of God desire to be where they enjoy them more than in mere sips. They do not want to remain in a life with so many obstacles to the enjoyment of so much good. They desire to be where the sun of justice does not set. They now see all here below is dark. I marvel at how they live. They could not live with any contentment if they have already begun to enjoy the Lord's kingdom here below. Such a person must only live for the will of his King. How different this life would have to be to not desire death. How our will deviates from the will of God. He wants our will. He wants us to love truth. We love the lie. He wants us to desire the eternal. We lean towards what ends. He wants us to desire the sublime. We desire earthly things. He would want us to desire what is secure. We love the doubtful. Everything is a mockery, my daughters, except beseeching God to free us from these dangers forever and draw us away from every evil. Though our desire may not be perfect, let us force ourselves to make the request. What does it cost us to ask for a great deal? We are asking it of one who is powerful. To be right, let us leave the giving to his will, as we have already given him ours. His name be forever hallowed in heaven and on earth. And may his will always be done in me. Amen. Here you see, friends, what it means to pray vocally with perfection. It means that you are aware of and understand whom you are asking, who it is that is asking, and what you are asking for. When they tell you that it isn't good to practice any other kind of prayer than vocal prayer, do not be distressed. Read this very carefully. What you do not understand about prayer, beseech the Lord to teach you. No one can take vocal prayer from you or make you recite the Our Father quickly without understanding it. If someone should counsel you to give it up, do not believe him. By giving me understanding of the great deal we ask for when reciting the Our Father, sisters, the Lord has allowed me to teach you and myself the path we are to follow. It never entered my mind that this prayer contained so many deep secrets. The entire spiritual way is contained in the Our Father, from the beginning stages until God engulfs the soul and gives it to drink abundantly from the fount of living water, which the Lord said is found at the end of the way. It seems the Lord wanted to give us understanding, sisters, of the great consolation contained in this prayer. It is highly beneficial to those who do not know how to read. They can draw a lot of doctrine from it, along with consolation. This book cannot be taken away from those, for it comes from the mouth of truth itself. Let us delight in this prayer and strive to learn from so excellent a master the humility with which the Lord prays. The Lord has taught us the path in the book of her life to reach this fount of living water, what the soul feels there, how God satisfies it, takes away thirst for earthly things, and makes it grow in the things pertaining to the service of God. Those who have reached this font will find that book, the book of her life, very helpful and receive much light from it. Father Domingo Banez, who is my confessor, and to whom I shall give this book, if it is all right for you to see, he will give it to you along with the other one, the book of her life. If he thinks this book will be helpful and gives it to you, I will be consoled that you are consoled. If no one may see it, however, you can accept my goodwill, for by this work I have obeyed your command. I consider myself well paid for the trouble involved in writing it. But please know, there has been no trouble in knowing what to write. May the Lord be blessed and raised, for from him comes every good we speak of, think about, and do. Amen. And thank you for journeying with me through the way of perfection. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless you. Amen.